Hey there guys, what's going on? It's Galeriot here, back on the 5-9 channel, and we are here to talk about Videl and Goten. The two new units coming to Dokkan. Of course, people thought it was an April Fool's. People thought it was a joke. People thought it wasn't gonna happen. Lo and behold, here we are. We've got Goten and Videl. Of course, Goten's the banner unit, of course, and Videl is the Dokkanfest, as you guys can see on your screens right now. We did get news just as of this moment. We basically know that Videl in her pigtail form is going to be coming as the starting unit. She will then have a active skill costume change from what we can gather into the short-haired Videl. Of course, not only do we have Videl, like I said, we do have Goten. Now, I'm gonna give my quick thoughts on it before we jump right into the breakdown. You guys can see the super attack animations in the meantime while we're giving my thoughts. Like, I'll just let this run quickly. I think this is great, especially considering what we know they can do, which we'll come on to in just a second. I think this is great for the game, in my opinion. I think this is the start of potentially them branching out and doing new units. Yes, this may harm them for a bit. I think a lot of people may not summon for her. You know, we've seen on social media, like, everybody's thoughts and whatnot. I still think it's fine. She has a unit super with Gohan as well. So I think overall I'm interested in seeing what direction they take from here on out. I do have some concerns with Videl, of course, you know, being on limited categories, her links and whatnot. But again, if they make her hit as a whole good enough, I think there should be no problem with this, in my personal opinion. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Of course, the active skill is pretty much ripped out of the anime, which is great, where she, you know, basically... you know, she basically cuts her hair, or Gohan kinda incentivizes her to cut her hair. So, not bad. And then the super attack animation is the same even with her short hair. There's no changes realistically. I really like that they took the super attack animation from fighters for her Gohan and Videl unit super attack. Alright, let's get right into the unit. There we go. Let's bring up Goresh's translations here for those who are intrigued. And this is where things get very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Videl, all of love and friendship, leader skill, ally of justice and peppy gals category, key plus for HP attack and defense 170%. Big thumbs up from me. We did a fan-made card video reaction, or where we reacted to some of your fan-made cards. You can check it out, you know, somewhere. It should be in the top right, or maybe it'll be at the end of the video. But this is what I wanted. I wanted key plus. I was thinking key plus 3 HP attack and defense to 170, but key plus 4 is massive. And especially for Peppy Gals, which is a category that needed it for time, it was kind of between this and Earthlings pretty much, right? So I'm very happy that we were getting a Peppy Gals leader finally. Let us know in the comment section down below whether this was something you desired for, even from this Videl or any other Peppy Gals unit. Did you just want a Peppy Gals leader skill, right? Her super attack is Videl Rush, raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn. So raises attack is stacks infinitely, and obviously raises defense for 1 turn. That's not bad. And then her unit super attack is greatly raises attack, raises defense for 1 turn, and greatly lowers defense. That's a really good combination. That's a lot of stuff happening at the same time. Obviously, it causes immense damage as well. Very cool, very nice. I think that's great as well. Greatly raises attack, and you're more gonna outside of the Peppy Gals team, potentially you're probably gonna have a Gohan on almost all of her team. Oh, no, you're gonna be outside of Peppy Gals and Earthlings. You're gonna have Gohan in the team on both Ally of Justice and Majin Buu Saga, so I don't think it's really a problem. Unit super attack condition is activates when there is a character whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan excluding Majin Buu, or Great Saiyaman, only Gohan variant on the team. That's cool. That's very cool. I think that's a great condition, in my opinion, because it's only on the team. There's so many Teen Gohans. There's so many Ultimate Gohans. I mean, Tech Ultimate Gohan is the first one that comes to mind, of course. And Great Saiyaman as well is very solid. I do wonder when it says only Gohan variants for Great Saiyaman, I assume it just means the ones with only Great Saiyaman, or if the LR counts for it as well. Let me know in the comment section below whether you guys would like it to also... I mean, everybody would like to include Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 as well, right? But yeah, I think it'll be probably just the Gohan variants like it says in Goresh's translations. Her passive, this is where things get very interesting. Attack and defense 158% at the start of turn. High chance to evade enemies' attacks until this unit attacks, and gain an additional 58% attack when attacking. Attacks effective against all types for the turn after evading an enemy's attack. Gain an additional 58% attack for the turn after receiving an attack. Perform an additional super attack as the first or second attacker in the turn, and then attack 58% and a high chance to evade the enemy's attacks as the third attacker. It's a really good passive, I must admit. My only concern is her links. Again, this is the biggest problem. Like, I was hoping that she'd have some ki in her passive, but it's clearly we're not seeing that in here. But again, from what we can tell, she'll probably get 274% attack if it's additive, if she's the first or second attacker, and 332 if my maths is right as the third attacker. And she also has things that come into clutch for her effectively, where obviously even as the first or second attacker, she'll have a high chance to evade enemy attacks if there are attacks happening before she attacks, which is great. And then as a third attacker, she already evades enemies' attacks. The effective against all types is very specific. I think it'll only happen, of course, when you're in the first slot. So it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, when it says gain an additional 58% attack for the turn after receiving an attack, I assume it means you cannot, if you dodge, you don't get that 58% attack, from what I can gather, right? On a whole, I don't mind this passive. Obviously, for those of you who didn't see the initial one, let me go back to this screen right here. You guys can see her attack is considerably low for a Dokkanfest exclusive. I think at Rainbow, this would be 13,000. Whereas if you compare to the lowest one we've had in recent times, Bojack, I think it was, that was 15,000 attack. This is still very, very low for a Dokkanfest. So she kind of needed the attack in her passive, in my opinion, but I also feel she needed a bit of ki, which I'm kind of disappointed that we aren't seeing the ki. I like the unit, but there are problems in here that I'm noticing, right? Let me know in the comment section down below, would you have wanted more ki in the passive at least? Because I know a lot of units these days, if you look at Broly, Goten and Trunks, so on and so forth, they give themselves ki, right? So seeing her not give ki is I'm not a big fan of it. Her active skill, Complicated Mind of a Maiden, able to be activated once 4 turns have elapsed from the start of battle, and there is a character whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, excluding Majin Buu, or Great Saiyaman, only Gohan variants on the team once only, attack 20%, but defense minus 20%. This is going to be multiplicative, basically, we know that, not a surprise, very solid. I don't think I have anything to say about that. 4 turns is very good in my opinion. I think that's really the average people, we should expect from active skills, and hope from active skills as 3 or 4 turns. I think that's fine. It's just more damage for her, which is good. The defense is obviously a concern, but again, you can put her as a third attacker for that turn, or put her in the first slot and hope she dodges, basically, is the hope. Her links, this is where concerns arise, and this is, I think from links below, it's a bit of a concern. Links, we have Courage, Money Money Money, Cold Judgment, Infighter, Champion Strength, Battlefield Diva, and Fierce Battle. Out of all of these, probably the only good ones, I'd say, obviously Fierce Battle, not a question. Infighter, I suppose, Cold Judgment, and Courage, I'd guess, are the only good ones here. Money Money Money, you can only see that with, say, the STR Android 18 or Hercule units more so. Same with Champion Strength. Battlefield Diva is, of course, a Peppy Gal's Link, so you could see that probably on her own team. But overall, like, if you're just thinking about the game as a whole, then Courage, Cold Judgment, Infight, even Courage, I'd say, and maybe Cold Judgment is a bit iffy. I'm not surprised. I don't think I was expecting anything else. The only thing I would have probably expected is if it was a Videl exchange into Gohan SJ2 Saiyaman from the World Tournament, then maybe she would have had World Tournament in it. But considering the period it's from, obviously no World Tournament. Alright, let's move into Gohan. Gohan? Wrong one. Goten, his brother. Goten, Super Saiyan Goten. Now this one I'm kind of excited about. Prodigious Warriors or Prodigal Warriors. Ki plus 3 attack, HP and defense 120. Not surprising. Kamehameha raises attack for 1 turn. Alright. This is where things get interesting. Passive, Big Bro's Teachings. Attack and defense 150% at the start of turn. Gain an additional attack and defense 10% per attack performed. Max of 50% attack and defense. This is, I think, multiplicative. I could stand corrected and I'm wrong here, but that's really good. And Prodigal Warriors category allies Ki plus 3 and attack and defense 40%. This is a... Damn, I'm really surprised that they're already giving Prodigal Warriors and, well, Goten and Trunks is the recent duel, or I say the recent one, the second to last Dokkanfest exclusive, already a lot of support here. And especially because it's Goten Kid, that's the same Goten and Trunks live off a Goten or Trunks on the rotation, and having him on the rotation, that's gonna be insane. His links are the Innocence, Super Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Kamehameha, Budding Warrior, and Fierce Battle. Expected categories are Kamehameha, Hybrid Saiyans, Majin Buu Saga, Goku's Family, Youth, Siblings Bond, Super Saiyan, Prodigal Warriors, and World Tournament. So this is the Goten from the World Tournament then. Gotcha. This is really good. I like this guy. I like this Goten, honestly, and especially being on World Tournament, he'll be nice to have. And he's a support for Prodigal Warriors already. That's a huge dub in my opinion, and I genuinely like Goten and Trunks as a unit from whatever I've seen on the JP side and, you know, the showcases and whatnot. I really like them, and having him as a support for them as well is going to be fantastic. I think overall, in my opinion, I'm a bit concerned about Videl. I'm not gonna lie, just because of the key issues she may have on different teams. But if she's on her own leader skill, I think she will be more than fine in terms of key, especially if you link her up with, say, other Peppy Gals units or maybe even a Gohan unit. I think she will be more than fine. I think that's what makes her. I think I'd have to give her a solid 8 out of 10, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit generous. Maybe I'm being under generous. I think she's fantastic. I think the low attack is covered by the passive as well, and the fact that she stacks as well. Her active skill is not difficult to accomplish because it's literally just have any Gohan on the team, which is not impossible. I think it's solid. I'm very happy with the Goten though. I'm not gonna lie. The Goten has made me very, very giddy. I'm looking forward to summoning potentially for him down the line, or getting him down the line from the general pool anyways, because I really want to get Goten and Trunks as well. They seem like a fun unit, and this guy just adds on to them overall. So big dubs from this Goten, probably a 9 to 9.5 out of 10 minimum in my opinion. Good support, very strong passive in general in terms of his attack and defense from start of turn. Nothing more needed from him. He's very basic. 2 lines. Dokkan, listen to me. 2 lines. It's all it took to make him good. You don't need to write paragraphs upon paragraphs like this. Come on, guys. But yeah, in my opinion, I think this is a summon if you're really interested in Peppy Gals or the team in general. I think it's not a bad unit alone. Again, it'll obviously depend on the rest of the banner and whatnot, but I think as a whole, this unit is still very solid. It depends on if you really like Videl as a character, if you really like her animations, and if you really want her for her leader skill more so. Because I think overall, that's where you'll use her, is on her own team. So if you really want to use that team that she has, which is Peppy Gals or Ally of Justice, obviously depending on what Ally of Justice contains, go for it. I think that's a huge dub otherwise. But yeah, let us know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this unit and her banner unit as well with Goten? And leave a like and comment down below for all of your thoughts and whatnot. You know, just let us know. Come on. We need to see what you guys think, of course, because everybody was complaining about it. Now I want to see what people think about her now that we know what she does. So yeah, it's been Gale right here on the 5-9 channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye.